Monday morning quarterback Denard Robinson.
Denard Robinson, shoelaces flopping in the wind, goes all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
On the Big 1050 WTKA.
And we are back, folks, here on the Michigan Insider on the Big 1050 WTKA. Online at the Big1050.com. Sam Webb, Mr. Ira Weintraub on the other side, and joining us as he does every single week to break things down, to break down the game that was and look ahead to the game that will be. Of course, that's after the bye, and this bye comes at a good time, Lace.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect time.
Yeah, bye comes at a good time.
Yeah, we need this bye. I think we need a little reset. I'm glad we got a dub. That's the biggest thing. That's the big take for me is like we got a dub, and I've been saying this from the start of this season. I said we're running team, and it's showing that we're running team. How good he ran the ball. Marsh ran. He is showing up big. 185 yards rushing. I mean, the kid is what you classify as a Michigan running back and a Michigan man. The way he ran the ball, the way he that one touchdown that I watched him run. I got to give him big ups on this because that one rushing touchdown he had where he looked like he was stuck in the pile and you think he stopped. And he just keep his legs turning. Like that was a gritty run, and that's what you see from him all season.
Yeah, man. And I admit, I question whether they were going to be able to do that. I question whether they were going to be able to do that because of the emphasis that it was necessary for them to place the emphasis on, install.
Right.
Chip came in and they were going to run a lot of RPOs.
Right.
Because that's a big part of Chip's playbook. It was a big part of what Bryce was familiar with.
Right.
So you had to emphasize that in camp. They were going to have some spread concepts, right? They were going to implement some tempo. You needed to emphasize that in camp. And so a lot of what they had done wasn't
dual.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't what they ran a lot in camp. So because they didn't do that as much in camp, that wasn't much of their focus. I was like, well, are they going to be able to go to it when they need it?
But see, that's what I've seen it all. This team, this O-line, they're a dual type O-line. They're going to dual. They're going to double up to the backers. They're going to double up to the backers, and they're going to get movement. And they're going to get 4 yards, 5 yards, and then they go to big run. They go to big run. And that's what you've seen. I think they ran a good amount of dual this week.
They did.
And you watch it. I think it was, 14 plays of dual?
Yeah.
And that's what they have success at when they double team up to the backer and you got these guys getting up on the second level. And now you got a running back. Jordan Marshall is going ham. That's what he has the patience of the duel, and that's why I enjoy watching him run the ball because he has the patience to let his guys get up to the backer, and then he's going to take what the defense gives him. He's going to get that 4 yard in the cloud of dust. So I enjoy watching it, and I love watching it.
Yeah, man, they did a great job. Of, when it's time to win the game. Hey, let's win the game. Let's run this right. Let's hand it off to Jordan Marshall. We'll get back into that in a moment. First, I got to tell you. Monday morning quarterback Denard Robinson brought to you by our friends at Golden Limousine. All across the country, Michigan rides on Golden, and you can too. From Detroit to Ann Arbor and beyond, join the teams, businesses, and communities that trust Golden for safe professional transportation. Visit goldenlimo.com to book your ride now. And so you knew that this game, like all games, they're going to try to maintain balance, establish balance and maintain balance throughout. But they were going to try to lean towards working the passing game.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. They got eyes. They know the passing game needs to make some strides, show some progress.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't where it needed to be in the Michigan State game. And they were very intentional early in that Purdue game. Even past halftime, you could see they're trying to work it. But Lace, it just didn't take that step
right
in this game. And while there were different reasons for it, it was clear that the young fella he was struggling.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was clear. I mean, because you got to think about it, man. Let's be honest. These guys was open, and they did a great job of scheming these guys open with the switch routes from the receivers on play 5, and with the getting Marsh in Zach Marshall in the passing game. Like they did a lot of things of scheming guys open. They did a good job of scheming these guys up and getting them open. It's about now getting Bryce's feet into rhythm and throwing the ball in rhythm. And so watching the film, and I think it was play 5 or 6, right?
Play 5, the switch verticals.
The switch verticals. Like his feet, you got to start getting your feet right and being able to deliver the ball. I think that's the biggest thing for him right now is being able to know what type of ball he should throw. Should he throw, the Russell Wilson balloon ball that goes over top and let the guy run underneath it and go catch it, or should he drive the ball on a seam route? And with some of those plays, you've seen that some of the guys that, like, when he had the guy, let him run underneath it and go catch it, because his guys was running past guys. They was a little in front of it. They guys by two or three steps. So we gotta let the guys run underneath it and catch it. So that comes with timing. That comes with and his crazy thing about it is on play 5, it was a new guy in, right?
Yeah, Browder.
So now the timing with him, he's gonna have to work on it with him, and I think that's the biggest thing. That the timing of you having a new receiver that you haven't been throwing to all season, because he probably been taking the second team reps, going with Jaden Davis. So you got to think about that timing of him being able to have timing with him. And I'm not giving him a pass, but it's one of those things that as a quarterback you have to have timing with your receivers, and you could see that he have timing with Samaj, he have timing with McClellan. He got timing with Zach Marshall. He got timing with these guys throwing the ball with them. And you can see it. And even with Marlon Klein, but he did miss Marlon Klein this weekend. And so when you watch that, it's like one of the ones that, like, hold on, like we thought you had the rhythm with that guy. And so that, like, when I watched this game, it was a lot of times that the timing of his feet was kind of getting him in trouble of not having the right drop back for the right plays. And I think that was the biggest thing, that the takeaway I had from this game was him having timing with dropping back and making the right throws.
Yeah. So the switch vertical. So they
schemed them up.
Yeah. So they lined up 4 wide. I mean, they spread them out, and basically everybody running vertical, but they switch them. So they cross them, and Browder comes open in the seam, and he's wide open. And I don't know why. I mean, some people were trying to blame Browder for that, and we try to be as accurate as possible in assigning responsibility.
Oh, for sure.
I don't blame responsibility, however you want to phrase it, right? Responsibility on the play. I think the quarterbacks always try to put it on themselves, right? Because you're the quarterback. But I think some people were looking at that maybe on the TV, and they were trying to say, well, the receiver is running that wrong or something. I don't know where they were getting that from. No, I mean he beat them, and they schemed that play up perfect. I mean that was one of the ones that he should have been able to, like, that's one of the ones that you, like, he's gonna say that to his receiver, like, hey man, I made a mistake on that one. I made a bad throw on that, because that's a touchdown.
Like, you got to take that. And as a quarterback, and I'm big on taking responsibility sometimes when you shouldn't have to take responsibility. But on that one, you got to take that one, and that's okay. And as a young quarterback, you're gonna have those type of plays, and that's what's gonna be the growing pain with this young man. Like, he's a great player. He's a great thrower of the ball. He's a great dude, but understanding that type of throw, you gotta make those, and those are ones that in the big games you're gonna have to make those throws. And in order for you to go where we want them to go to, he has to make that type of throw. Yeah, and so the tough thing about the misses in this game, some of the misses in the last game, there was maybe the miss, maybe one miss in the last game was
a big miss down the field.
Right.
Right. It was the play action shot to Klein that where he looked the wrong way. It wasn't actually thrown.
Right. He didn't throw it. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't throw it. In this game, the misses were chunks.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the plus that I took from this game, from Michigan State game to this game, was his eyes was in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
The ball just wasn't where it's supposed to have been at. Like he probably had like 5 or 6 missed throws but his eyes was in the right place. So now I'm seeing that growth. That's what I took from this game. It was like I seen that growth for him, that his eyes are in the right place now. He's going to the right target where he's supposed to go at. Now it's like, okay, let's make the throw.
Right.
Like
right.
let's make the throw now.
Right. So on that first one, the switch vertical, where he goes to Browder, I was happy that we saw Browder because I've been talking about that for weeks.
You've been talking about him for like, hey, it's time for the young big fella to get out there. I mean, the 6'5" frame from Florida. You know, we got to get him out there to see what he's gonna be.
Yeah, first it was Marsh, then it was him. Like you got to get your try to get your most talented guys some reps, right?
Right.
He earned some to get out there, and he comes clean. If the ball is put on him, if he doesn't score, he gets damn close, right? The very next play, Lace, and I think, this is where your quarterback eyes really informs my non-quarterback eyes, right? All I see on the play was, man, this was another one where, so Bryce, he catches some heat. He catches some heat off the edge, right?
Right.
And he's flushed.
Yep.
And he throws a ball, and so he's throwing on the run to Marshall, and
that's what he does well.
It sails on him. And it's like, oh, and it's another chunk play.
Right.
And it's like, man. Now, you say he catches some heat, and he's flushed, but once he's flushed, he's clean.
He's clean. I mean, nobody. He could. There's nobody in five yards.
Nobody's in 5 yards of him. He's not under duress anymore.
Right.
And this is the kind of throw that he's been nailing. I mean, some people have been saying that he throws better on the run,
than drop back.
Than drop back. So ideal scenario, and it was off. So it was like, man, you're feeling like, oh boy, how do you really get them going if the one of those throws on the run isn't going, but you notice something that I didn't see.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and I'm just going off of what I think. So on that throw right there, right? It's play 6 or something like that, right?
It's the very next play.
It's play 6, right? Like I said, I didn't like the rhythm of his feet. So he backs up. He's backing up instead of taking the regular drop. But then he get a little pressure. He gets out the pocket, and he sees it's a wide open guy, but he could get the first down. And you notice that he could probably get the first down. I don't know if Chip said, hey, go get the first down. Let's get another set of downs. Because that's what Rich Rodriguez would tell me. Hey, go get that first down, and we got another set of down, and you can make that throw next time. But we're not going to do that on third down, So when I'm watching it, and then you go as the game go on, you see he start pulling the ball down quicker and running instead. So I don't know if Chip said, "Hey, go get the first down and we'll be okay." But he had 3 runs.
But what you noticed, not that part.
Yeah, okay.
The part that you noticed was his feet.
Yes.
On the drop.
He never took, and that's the thing that I noticed. He never took a real drop. It was no rhythm to the drop that he did. And that's why when you look at him, it's about, as a quarterback, you want to have timing with throwing the ball. You want to be in rhythm throwing the ball, because guess what? Your feet work mirror what route the guys are running. So they gotta go entwine. They gotta marry each other. And so when you see a guy do a 5-yard out, a 10-yard out, it's a 3 and throw. So your feet got to be on point. If you're throwing a go ball, and it's a fade ball, it's a punch plant, and you let the ball rip, and you're in the goal line. So when I watch him, it's about being in rhythm throwing the ball, and he didn't have the rhythm.
Your rhythm from the start.
From the start. So now he's off. He's off kilter from the start, because now his feet are not where they're supposed to be at, and there's no rhythm. There's no merit to the routes that's been called, and so now he's he flushed out the pocket. Obviously, he had pressure coming from his left side, and so he comes out the pocket. So now you already off kilt. And so you watch him go, and he goes, and now he misses the throw. You're like, oh, it's because now from the beginning of the play, you was already off rhythm.
Yeah, so once he's thrown off from the drop.
Yes, from the drop.
Even once he's flushed, he's still off rhythm.
He's still off rhythm. He never, because we've seen him throw on the run, and he's accurate, very, very accurate on the run. Like we said it earlier, he's better on the run throwing the ball right now. And drop back, he's probably like 70% dropping back, getting the ball where he's supposed to go at. But on the run, he's dotting. He's dotting it. And so when you see that his feet wasn't right from the beginning of the play, then you know.
Yeah, if you watch it, it wasn't even a real drop.
No, it wasn't a real drop at all. And so like when you start seeing things like that, that's him being a young quarterback. The coaches, Chip Hathaway, to tell him, hey, let's work on these drops. Let's be on time. And, hey, with these, if we running these deep routes, or we trying to get to this thing, you got to be taking the right drops. You got to be in rhythm throwing this ball. So when you hitch now, because now you know when to get out of the pocket. I always tell people this. I always say on my second hitch, I'm probably leaving. Like most quarterbacks on your second hits, you either leaving or you getting outside the pocket, because now you know your rhythm. It's like, okay, I know I've been in this pocket for a certain amount of time because I took a three-step drop and I'm hitching. I hitched, and now that means the timing in your head has told you, hey, I got to move out the pocket if it's not clean, because I know my timing is already telling me, hey, it's time to go. And so that's the things that he's gonna have to start getting better at, of knowing the timing of the drop and the timing of the routes and everything like that. So it's being consistent about that, and I think that's the biggest thing for him right now, is being consistent with that.
Man, yeah, that's the stuff that, you know, as a non-quarterback that you don't realize. But yeah, it will give you those sort of context clues of how to operate, and that was a sign of things to come, though, because there were other opportunities.
Right.
Like, you know, there was a play a little bit later where he had there was a play action. Like we've been talking, why is play action? He's better in play action, but he had one of McCulley going down, and McCulley had him beat in the end zone. Yeah. And then he had overthrown a couple.
And so now he's a little hesitant. He's trying to place the ball where he want to be instead of just throwing it. And that's when you watch it. But like one thing I did love about that play, though, like you were saying, I loved about it was he actually had the rhythm throw. Like if you watch the timing, look how he play action, and it was 3 steps, hitch, and he let it rip. But now he got to really just trust the throw. And so he had overthrew a couple guys, and now he's in his head about, let me get it to my guy. Let me make sure he get it. And now he underthrows McCulley. Like, so that's what happens. And like you watch that, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
And so that they maxed it up, and there was a flood, and the flood, I'm like, he can read the flood really well. Yep. Great scenario. And McCulley was open, and it just, you could, the part that I can process as a non-quarterback was, I've overthrown a couple. Yep. I'm not gonna overthrow this ball.
Yep. And that's, now you get yourself in trouble because now you done underthrew the ball because you try to place it, you try to be perfect. It's like, no, just let it rip, baby. You got it. And so like this is the, and that's why I'm excited, because guess what? His eyes was in the right place this week. Last week we see him miss a couple throws. We see not miss a couple throws. We see him miss a guy that was open. That's what we see. And so when we seen that, but now I see that his eyes are in the right place this week. He just missed a couple throws. I'm excited about it, because as a young quarterback, it's about getting him to get his eyes in the right place. We know he can make those throws. Now his eyes are in the right places, and now we just got to get his clean up his feet work a little bit, and now he could be good with his timing of making those throws.
Yeah, man, it was tough.
It was a tough one. Definitely. But we got a dub, and that's what I tell people. That's like it's way easier to go in the meeting room and fix and correct things after a win. But after a loss, man, it's kind of like, you left this point on the field, you left that on the field, you start having those thoughts of like, man, we left so many points on the field. So when you win, you feel better.
The post wheel with Klein.
Oh my gosh! And see, like that's one of the ones like, oh. He probably got too excited because it came wide open, and that's the credit to Chip. Chip has this game. It's probably one of the best ones that he schemed up and got guys running wide open. Like he had guys wide open, and it looked good. And he schemed it up and was just missed throws. It was the rhythm. It was the timing. It was those things that, like, as a young quarterback, those are things that you're gonna run into because the timing and you trusting the old lineman and being on time with everything. So I think that's one of those things that you kind of like, you got to start getting into the rhythm, and you got to start saying, clean up your feet and have pocket presence. And so now you got something to work on with him by doing things with him on 707 when it's hey, let's do this time of things in 707. Let's work on your throws in 707. Let's work on cleaning these things up so you know where the ball would be at. So you don't have to worry about the rush. He's just worried about his footwork and making sure he's scheming up and getting the guys the ball when he need to get it to him. So like those are things that I know he could clean up, and I'm pretty sure Chip is going to start having him doing a little bit more things and with his rhythm of throws.
Yeah, it was. You got later in the game, and what do you do to give him something positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give him a trick play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Give him a trick play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to make the picture as
clear as it could be.
As clear as it could be.
Yes.
Right,
yes.
as clear as it could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave him a flea flicker.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the interesting thing about that flea flicker, right?
Talk to me. Let me
right. So he hits Marshall down the sideline.
Yep.
And immediately, so Ira sits next to me in the press box.
Uh-huh.
And he taps me on the shoulder and he says, "Did you see Marsh in the end zone?" Right now, if you see on the people didn't, I don't know if they showed it on the TV copy. You can see it on R22. Marsh is the alert on the play.
Really? Yeah.
So Marsh is the alert on the play. Right now, I know the coaches. I haven't talked to anybody. There's no way they graded him down because he completed where the ball was supposed ball is supposed to go. Right.
Yes.
Ball is supposed to go to Zach Marshall.
Yes.
Right
they schemed it up for him.
They schemed it up for Marshall.
Yes.
The alert is the clear out. Right. You peek at the alert. Now, explain to people the alert. Now you can throw it to them.
You can throw it, but most of the time that's just a, just the case. But this is what we're going with the ball, and sometimes you get like you I think he's trying to complete the pass. He's trying to get in rhythm, and coach is calling it for that reason. So now you're like, all right, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the throw. Let's just take what the play was called for, and that's what happened.
Right, the play is called for Marshall.
It's called for that, and so like you kind of sometimes you don't even you don't look at the alert. You just like, all right, I'm gonna just go. I know if he's gonna come open. I know he's gonna open. I'm not even looking anywhere else. I know he's coming open, so I'm just throwing him.
So if you were at the game and you were like, hey, he had Marsh wide open in the end zone. Marsh is the alert on the play. Now you can throw the alert. We've seen so we used to talk about Dagger all the time. And JJ would throw the alert.
Oh, yeah.
Now and he would hit it. Now here's the thing. Veteran quarterback.
And that's what I was just gonna say. JJ, see, if you watch JJ early on, he was a risky thrower. He would go throw across his body. He was throwing all the crazy throws. And you'll be like, man, like I will be holding my breath. JJ early on, JJ. Because he's a gunslinger. Like he's one of those he's like Brett Favre, the Aaron Rodgers. He would take those risks. He would do things like that. And I was like, whoa, he completed it. So like I like sometimes I held my breath. But then when he got older, he would go to the right target when he needed to go to the right target. He would squeeze into the right things. And so I don't blame him by throwing, because now I know it's gonna come open. Chip has been calling a great game of getting these guys open and scheming them open. And so I'm gonna just take what is
Right.
easy to go.
And so that was kind of my point. Like at this stage of his career,
You have to take the easy ones.
and certainly at this stage of that game,
Yes.
given what had happened up to that point,
Right.
man, like you
got-
like hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
He gave me something easy. He gave me an easy one I could just easy complete it. And that's what it was. Like I've been in that spot. Like, Coach, I appreciate you for scheming this one because I needed to hit this one. And so that's what it's one of it be some of them times you're like, all right, Coach, I appreciate. You gave me one that was I didn't have to, it wasn't too complicated, Coach. I got you, Coach. I appreciate you for. Coach, thank you. Because that was the easy throw. I could easily make that throw. I know that read is going to be open. And when you have those one, and like I tell people all the time, when they gave me a play that I knew for sure I'm going to complete, it's hard for me to go off that first read, man. It's hard to get off that first read because that's where I'm going with the ball, you know. So I think that's the biggest thing, man. Him just going to that first read and making it happen.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, as a quarterback, maybe you can speak to this. You know, having to tune out everything, even what we say. I mean, I make it a point on here we always try to be constructive.
Oh, for sure, man.
I make it a point, even whether it's coaches or players, to any critique that we offer is a critique. We watch film and it's never personal. I want it to be like when we talk about stuff, it's stuff that we can say if the guy was sitting right across from us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And most of the time they'll agree with us.
Right. And if they don't, it's like, hey, we can sit and talk about it. I remember a case last year where I was tweeting during the game and I ran into Alex Orji after the game. Right. And he was talking to me about something I had tweeted. And I was like, this is why I said what I said. Like if you throw an interception in the game or if you do this in the game, or just like if you throw a touchdown in the game,
right,
I'm going to say X, Y, or Z.
Right.
Like, I'm going to say what I say, like I say it if you were sitting right across from me.
And that's
good
the fact.
Or bad. That's how we operate.
And I tell people all the time, man, for me, and I'm one of the ones that like, hey, I recruited majority of these guys. So I have relationship with the family. I have relationship with moms, dads, sisters, brothers. Like I have relationship with these people. And so it's hard for me to even speak bad about you. But if it's the truth and I know when you have a relationship, I can talk to you and tell you like, hey, this is what's going on. And like one thing I know about all these kids, man, these kids that are making plays that are here and these guys work their tail off. I watch them practice. I watch them play. So like when I watch these guys be those young men, they become from boys to men. Like I'm watching these guys grow up and become a young man. I've seen the work that y'all put in,
and you've done it,
and I've done it, and so I know me personally. I've known when it comes to media, we can't control what they say about us, right? And I think that's the biggest thing. Sometimes, we try to foster what people say about us. Like one thing I know when I was playing, what took me away from a lot of this stuff was I didn't have cable. Like I didn't want to watch ESPN about what they said about me, how they praised me or how they didn't praise me, or I didn't want to watch anybody talk about me on. And I'm not taking a shot, but Sam, I wouldn't watch you because guess what? I don't know what you would say about me. I don't care about anybody else say about me because I know the work that I'm putting in. And I think about like if you're gonna put that work in, put the work in, man. We know you are a great young man because I've been around y'all. So like all these guys that we talk about and we be around. Like I have a relationship with you guys. I love you guys. Like I appreciate y'all because I was once y'all, and I would never want to put y'all down because the way I look at y'all, the way I praise y'all. I'm a young black man. I came from Denver Beach, Florida. So when I look at y'all, I see the younger me. I see the guy that had to go through a lot of obstacles to get where I needed to go at. And so when I talk about you guys, it's always coming from a place of love and a place to make you better as a player, as a person, and just being a Michigan man. And so like that's my biggest thing is I will never put y'all down in a light that
it's negative or
negative,
personal.
negative
Yeah,
or personal. And
exactly.
I'm never taking jabs at anybody.
Exactly.
And it's always to make you better.
And so that's kind of the point in talking about Bryce and where he is in this moment right now, because it's got to be a very unique circumstance for him, and for what we're talking about right now. I mean, he's had bad games before,
right?
And I know that people have probably talked about bad games, but I think we're probably unique in how we're talking about this bad game, because we're critiquing it. If you go any place else, I mean, people are saying overrated.
Yeah.
Joe Milton. I mean, all kind of crazy stuff.
We're not jumping on that
right?
Bandwagon,
all
man.
Kind of crazy stuff. And so, for him, he is facing a level of struggle that he probably hasn't faced in a very, very long time, if ever.
But that's the thing. He has never faced. You gotta think about it. You never face the defense that move around and do all this. Safeties and these guys that you playing against, they're on the same level as you. And I tell people all the time, when you get to this level, man, everybody's the best. Everybody was the 5-star. Everybody was a 4-star. Everybody was all city, all state, all American. Like on this level, that's what's happening. So the playing field get even smaller. And so you got to understand, he's a young quarterback. I remember being a young quarterback, right? We played against Iowa. And I'm from Florida. So we played Iowa at night. And I didn't play the game. I didn't play until the fourth quarter. So Tate Forcier go down and I get thrown into the fire. So I get thrown into the fire and I handled the first drive well. Like we go down to score, right? Well, the second drive, I go down and throw the loser interception to lose the game. Well, if I was to get discouraged about me having one of those games, I would never became the person the player that I became, but that was a learning experience. And right now, Bryce is in this learning experience, man. He's been young. He's learning. And it's crazy because Iowa ran the same defense all the time, and they ran the same defense to this day, but they ran it to the T. And so when I watch him, it's like, okay, you're learning. You're learning on the fly. You're learning how to get your feet right. You're learning how to be on time with the guys. You're learning timing with the receivers. You're learning so much in 1 year. You learn a whole offense, a whole new offense. This is your first time being in this offense. This is your first time being around these players, these receivers. And so, like, all those things are going to start getting better and better the more time you spend with these guys. And so, like, that's why I tell people, man, this is just a learning experience. And this experience right now is he's learning on the fly, and he's doing a good job of learning on the fly.
Yeah.
And so I've seen, and like I tell you, every week I tell you where I see the growth at. And the growth that I seen this week was his eyes was in the right place.
Yeah. Let's get to a break because you're right. Every pass that we're talking about, switch verticals, the one scramble, that play action to McCulley, the post wheel, all those plays would have been big plays.
Yeah.
He was in the right place with his eyes,
and that's what I'm saying. Like that's the growth I seen because last week when we seen him miss Marlon, it was like his eyes never went there. Yeah.
Let's get to a break. Back on the other side, more Monday Morning Quarterback with Denard Robinson here on the Big 1050 WTKA, online at thebig1050.com.
And we're clear on the radio.
All right, folks, if you have questions for Denard, start getting them lined up now, and we will get them in. Somebody said need more quick passes upfield. Man, that switch vertical was quick enough. It was wide open.
Yeah, it was open.
It was open. I mean, it was not a matter of pass plays not being open.
Right.
Because they were
they
were there.
Chip did a great job of scheming up the Purdue. And I think that was the biggest thing, like watching him scheme up those guys and put guys in the same position and put them in different positions to be open. I think that's one thing he did a great job of doing.
Okay, I got one for you.
I
got one for you, Denard.
Don't get me on.
No.
What you got?
Uh-oh. I got to put this one up. This is for my man, DG. I didn't even pay this person to come on. This is from Patrick. Sam been listening to Monday Morning Quarterback for a few years. It was fun with you and DG, but honestly, enjoying it more with Denard. Great work, guys. Now, I don't know Patrick at all, but they just said Denard, he giving you your props, man.
I appreciate it, Patrick. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
That's a shout out to my brother DG. Nah, you know I'm messing with my man DG.
DG, baby, DG. All love, baby. You know you my brother.
You know I gotta mess with DG. He gonna call me after the show now. All right. If you got questions for Denard, put them in and we'll get to them in overtime. And we will knock them down for sure. I'm trying to think, did we go over? I think there were like 5 plays. There might have been one more. Oh, then there was the one that he threw high to Samaj over the middle. I'm not gonna, listen. That I'm not gonna put that one on Samaj. And
I gotta say this, man. Samaj is all love, man. We appreciate you, man. You're a great dude. I watch you work. I've been there at Michigan. I seen you as a freshman. I seen you as a sophomore. The work you put in, man. I've watched you work, and I know lately you've been getting bashed, and everybody in the media been coming at you, man. Hey, put your head down. Stop listening to the media. Hey, go do what you've been doing, man. You've been a ball player your whole life, man. Don't stop because somebody else saying something to you, man. We know what you are and who you're supposed to be and where you're supposed to be at, man. We appreciate what you do on the field and off the field, man. And I'm trying to come to your turkey drive. I'll be there. You hear me? So keep your head up, man, and keep going. Keep making plays, dude. Do what you do, man. We Michigan fans came to love you because we watched you in that Big Ten championship take the ball and did what you do. So like let's not get too far gone about what's going on with you, brother. You get back in the lab and do what you need to do. You feel me?
Yeah, I think I fell down on the job a bit on Maj in this regard.
Back in 30 seconds, guys.
Here's what we're not gonna do. Can't let people. I know we never took shots,
right?
But can't be having people taking liberties. Like, it's one thing to talk about the drops. Because we gonna do that.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
We gonna do that for sure. But people doing all the, the extracurriculars.
Right.
Nah, we not gonna.
And I'm gonna protect you. We're not gonna allow that. We're gonna protect you, brother.
We're not gonna allow that. So
we're gonna protect
you. That did go a bit far.
It went to a lot of guys went a little bit too far with it. Yeah. And I'm gonna always protect you, brother, because I seen your work, man. I seen the work you put in as a freshman.
Monday morning quarterback, Denard Robinson.
Denard Robinson, shoelaces flopping in the wind, goes all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
On the Big 1050 WTKA.
And we are back, folks, here on the Michigan Insider on the Big 1050 WTKA, online at thebig1050.com. We are back with Monday morning quarterback Denard Robinson, brought to you by our friends at Golden Limousine. Golden Limousine International's diverse fleet will have a solution for your every need, ranging from motor coaches to SUVs. Trust Golden Limousine to get you to your destination safely, on time, every time. Discover your perfect vehicle at goldenlimo.com and book with them now. And so, we were talking about it in the break. There were like 5 chunk plays that, if you hit 3 of them, the picture is different. A couple of them could have been touchdowns. Switch vertical could have been a touchdown. The play action flood was to the end zone. That definitely would have been a touchdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Post wheel would have been a big play.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the one where he was flushed to Zach Marshall, and then you had the over to Samaj that went kind of high. For all of the talk about drops with Samaj, she's had some drops.
Right.
That's not one. That ball was high.
Oh yeah,
that ball was high.
So
there have been a number of factors this year working against Bryce. He's caught a lot of heat as far as pressure is concerned.
Right.
He's been a victim of drops.
Mm-hmm.
He's had issues where guys didn't necessarily get open.
Right.
All of those factors have worked against him.
Mm-hmm.
This was a game where he had some things working for him.
Oh,
he had receivers get open. He was pressured on a number of plays, but there are some times where things were pretty clean. So I say all of that to say, Denard, when looking at the film and seeing the things that were open and the things that he missed, it felt like for the first time you saw him start to press a little bit in this game.
And I mean, that comes with being a young quarterback, man. I think sometimes you try to press and try to win. You try to do a little bit more than you need to. It's you trying to make the right throw. You trying to be perfect with the throw instead of just throwing the ball and playing your game. I think that's the biggest thing with him is being able to say, hey, I'm going to make the right throw and I'm going to be on time with the ball. Like, and I think the first thing that start with is your feet. Your feet is the first thing. When you as a quarterback, you have to have rhythm with your feet and being able to throw the ball on time. And if you start throwing the ball that's supposed to be a 3-and-throw and you start hitching it, now your timing is off. So like once he clean up his feet and understand like where he's supposed to go with the ball and not like see like the one we was talking about when we thought it should have been a touchdown to McCullough, he should have just let it rip. But he got so enamored with trying to place the ball because he had missed so many guys so far. He overthrew a couple guys. So when that happens, now he's like, all right, I gotta, I'm pressing to make a perfect throw. When you could just make the throw, man, just make the throw that you can make. And that's when the coach get on the headset, he's like, hey, we'll get it again. Let's make the throw. And what I did see this game was he took off on third down. He started running. He started pressing. It was sometimes that guys was open, but he was like, I'm going to get the first down. And that's what I did enjoy seeing. That was like, I'm going to put the game in my hands so I can make sure we get this first down. And I don't know if Chip told him after he missed Zach Marshall on that one play that we was talking about earlier on play 6, but you could start seeing that he was pushing it and making sure he got the first down. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of cool to see that he was making sure the sticks kept moving.
All right. If you have questions for Denard, we'll start getting to them in the breakdown or in the overtime session. And so this bye week, Lace, what do you think the bye week will look like as far as the team is concerned, but specifically for Bryce? Like, what do you think that they work on? I figure that they'll be, they have an opportunity to work on themselves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's more stuff on yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. Chip is doing a good job of calling things right. It's about now getting him in the rhythm of throwing the ball and timing with the receivers. And I think now because now it's a lot of new guys that wasn't playing in the beginning of the season. If you watch it, it's Marshall's playing. Goodwin's not playing much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Samaj his time is getting limited. And so now you got other guys that's in the game now that he has to get rhythm with. And if you watch it, he's got to get rhythm with his guys. I think that's what you work on this week is working on getting that rhythm with the receivers and being able to have your feet in the right way, the right place, the right drop back. And I think him doing a lot of 707 with the timing and seeing the defense going against it and not worry about the rush, but his feet being in the right place and the timing of his feet. I think that's the thing that you work on this week is working on his timing and being able to throw the ball in rhythm. I think that's what he should work on because his eyes are in the right place now. So now you just work on the rhythm and the timing with your guys, with your receivers that's now starting to get guys that's new guys that's getting in here that's playing. Now he got to get in the rhythm with those guys. He got to have that timing with those guys. And I think that's the biggest thing for a quarterback. When you have a timing with a guy and you know his catch radius, you know what he can catch and what he can't catch. And you know where he want the ball, where he like the ball to be placed at. And I think that's what you start working on with him this week. It's about, okay, who's going to be in the game with you this week? These are the 4 or 5 receivers that's going to be in. So now let's get you extra reps with these guys.
I like the one rule to get back to your game specific thing that you talked about for a moment. You said on when it's third down and you can get the first down running, go get it. Yeah. Did you always do that even as a veteran, or did you if you saw something down the field, did you still throw it?
As a young player, I went to go get it. Like I wouldn't go get the first down. As a veteran player, you start saying, okay, I can make that decision to throw the ball. And so like early on, Rich Rodriguez would be like, run, run, run. He'd be yelling at me, screaming at me, like, go get the first down. Because it was a couple times in practice that I'll like go instead of taking the first down and we'll be in like a 2-minute or whatever, I'll launch it and the guy might be wide open, but he'll drop it. So now coach is like, hey, let's get the first down. Let's make this. Let's move the sticks, and we'll think about getting that later on. But let's get these first down, because guess what? You are a guy that could get us the first down, maybe a touchdown. So let's let you get going. And so early on, that's what he wanted me to do. But as I got older, that's when he was like, all right, you can make those downfield now. You can start making those decisions because you know who will catch the ball and who won't. So you start having that. You start having that feeling about guys, and you know, like, okay, I can't throw because I was a backup quarterback. So I'm playing with backup guys when I was young and I was playing with the backup guys. Rich Rod would be like, you knew this. He dropped 3 passes early on in practice. Why would you throw that? So now you thinking like, I'm taking the chunk play, I'm going to go throw the touchdown, but this guy done dropped 3 passes in practice, and now it's 4th down, and now we got to punt the ball away. So those little things that you start realizing, and then you have a sense of game management and time management and all those things, different things. So now all those things play a factor. But as a young guy, you don't really have that. You swarming. There's so much stuff happening, so much things going on. And so you have to calm yourself down and be like, okay, let me go get the first down. And that's what I seen him do. I think he did it 3 times this game.
Mm-hmm.
So watching him, it was impressive to watch.
Mr. Weintraub, I think we froze on the stream. I think over here, or is that just me?
I think that's just you.
That's just me. That froze. Okay, that's just me. So we're still live. Denard's still live. Anyway, so Lace, I know as we are winding down here on the radio, you know, it's really, really tough for a guy to kind of tune out the noise in this day and age with social media. Yeah. So, but for a guy who's always really, really been super, super confident, you know, if you're, I want him to still be like, feel like he's Superman. You know, that's to me the key. You don't want him to ever feel like he's not that guy. I don't think that's the case.
Oh, that's not the case at all.
But I think that's what you got to nurture if you're the coaches. You want him to still feel like he's bulletproof.
Oh, for sure. And he can make the throws. Like I tell people all the time, like these throws that we see him make. And it's not like we have this on film already. We have this on film. So we could go, like coach could easily go back like this week. Hey, look at this throw. Look at this throw. I seen you make this throw over and over and over. And then we got practice film of you making these throws. So not like we're not worried about it. It's just like, okay, let's continue to make these throws and continue to be on point with these throws. And I think that's the biggest thing.
All right. So I'll be back in the stream here shortly. In the meantime, in between time, what we're going to do is we're going to get ready for overtime. I want to tell those of you who are with us still on the radio, we are going to be bidding you adieu. But as we do, I want to tell those of you who are in the market for a new vehicle that our friends at Brighton Ford have you covered. Brighton Ford is where your next adventure begins. Ready to take the wheel of your dream Ford? At Brighton Ford is more than just buying a car. It's stepping into a lifestyle of power, performance, and possibility. Feel the thrill, take it for a spin, and drive it home today. Experience the Brighton Ford difference where excitement meets excellence. If you're leasing a car already, make the switch seamlessly. Brighton Ford will pick up your current lease and deliver your new Ford right to your doorstep. No hassle, no stress. And for even more convenience, their trained technicians can now come to your home or workplace with their service vehicles equipped to handle many routine maintenance services on site. Call 1-800-NEW-FORD. Get on board with Brighton Ford. We'll see you all on the radio tomorrow here on the Big 1050 WTKA, online at thebig1050.com.
Clear on the radio.
All right, and I am coming back into the stream and momentarily. I will be in there right as we speak. Here we are. All right. We are back. Back in the saddle. All right. If you have questions for Denard, put them back in because I think I lost track of all the questions. So get the questions in for Denard. Super chatters go to the top. We always appreciate the super chats. And we will put those in and we will make that happen and get those ready. All right. We appreciate you. That was a great observation, Denard, about the feet getting you in rhythm from the jump. Even I thought it was just a matter of, when you're in the pocket and you're throwing from the pocket, but you're saying that could throw you off even when you leave the pocket.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Because now the time is off. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start getting to the questions for Denard. All right. So Denard, this first question comes from Rennie Van. Says, Denard, do you think expecting to have a big game gets in your head and backfires? So you think he thought he was going to go against Purdue and light it up and that backfired on him?
No, man, I don't think that happened. I think he just, some days you have an off day, and I think that's what it was. He had a little off day, and it wasn't too crazy, but it was like he had an off day, and that's what happens sometimes. You play the game, and sometimes you off. I've had several games that I was off on, and we still won, but I was like, man, I didn't like my performance. So that's what happens sometimes. You have those days, and hey, as long as we got the win, you feel good about it. You don't feel good about it. You like, man, I got to fix things. But I got things to fix. And I think that's the biggest thing. When you have something to fix and you can get better at it, it's all good, man. You just got to come back, show back up to work and ready to work.
All right. Another one. All right. This next one comes from Wokeem Sabi or Sabe, I think, or Sabi. Denard and Sam, what did you think about Browder's usage and play against Purdue? Is it enough to demote Samaj? I think you already saw that.
Yeah.
Number one, he was in first, right?
Yeah.
Then you saw Browder in early in the game and Samaj came in afterwards.
Right.
So what you're asking about already happened, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I thought Browder looked good in his usage. I think the one that some people were calling the drop, I think the DB got his hand in there and knocked it out. So I liked what we saw from him in his snaps.
Right. I mean, I want to see more of the kid. I feel like I can't compare him to Samaj because the things they do with Samaj, like Samaj know the defense. Know the offense. He know the offense. You could tell he know the offense because the way they put him in motion, the way they put him in different positions. And so you see that and you know that like this kid know the offense in and out. With Browder, he's going to have to learn the offense to be able to take – if he's going to try to take Samaj's position, he's going to learn a lot of different things. So for him, I think it's just right now – this is his first game we've seen him. So we're gonna probably see more of him, and I'm excited for him because guess what? He's a Floridian.
Yeah.
And so I gotta have a little bit of love for him, and I want him to do well and have success. But I can't compare him to Samaj right now. Yeah, not from that one game.
Yeah, I think the key was that you needed to be able to show that you had somebody else who could play some in the slot. That's number one. I think number two, you needed to get Browder on the field at some point.
Right.
Browder wasn't in the slot on that particular play, but you needed to show that Browder could get on the field some. That was positive to see. And listen, accountability has been a big thing. We've talked about it all season that. It's a big boy business.
It is.
It is. That it's about production. If you're performing well, obviously you're gonna get playing time. If you're having issues with drops, it's gonna affect playing time, and that's been the issue for Samaj. And so as the drops were an issue, it was going to affect playing time. It obviously did. As he performs better, which he's given the opportunity to do, it obviously can affect his playing time in a positive way.
Right.
And, what you like to see is that they are giving him the opportunity to earn the amount of snaps that he was getting. They're giving him the opportunity to earn those back. So they haven't completely removed him from the from the offense.
Right.
He has a leadership role in the receiver room, leadership role on the team. So they're allowing him to maintain that role. Like you said, he knows the offense. There is a role that he can play uniquely with that knowledge that he has, and the gadget role that he can uniquely play in the offense. So we'll see what he can do. A tough-minded kid, so
definitely,
you know that he can. There's some things that he can do that once he shows the consistency, can be a value to this team. So I'll be anxious to see what he can do with that moving forward.
Yeah, because like I watch, like I tell people about Samaj. I'll say this. What I see him as a freshman, when I see him as a sophomore, when I see him do extra work to know every position on the football field, the way he would stay after practice to just go through the motions or whatever he needed to line up at, like that's what I seen from him. So like when people would like, and this to the kid with him being a hard worker. So like when I see him put all that work in, I know he's gonna put the work in. I know he's gonna. Now when he started making these plays, I'm not gonna be surprised because I know he done put the work in. So I think the biggest thing about him is just watch and let him continue to grow as a player. And
it's never been about the work.
No. So it's just about making the plays when it comes your way.
He's never not worked.
Right.
The thing that happens, and this is what he's got to realize is, the smoke comes.
Yeah.
When you put it, when you give smoke, you get smoke.
True.
That's what happens.
That's true. Now when you gotta be you gotta be able to take whatever comes at you when you say certain things.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because I now that I got on this and being on the podcast and talking with you and being on the radio with you and going through these things, I'm like, the things I say, I gotta watch what I say when I say, because guess what? People always come at me, So we all. If you want to be on this light, you got to know what comes with it. So like you got to be able to take it. You got to have thick skin and be able to take whatever people say about you and roll off of it. Like if they don't know you personally, man, you shouldn't even have to. They shouldn't affect you. And I tell people all the time, like people that I don't know or don't know me, they can never affect me because you don't know me.
Yeah. Yeah, so the smoke gonna come.
Oh, for sure.
For Maj. Now, I won't be, we won't be a platform for the smoke.
Right.
But the smoke gonna come.
But my thing is this. My thing is this. Is it the truth? Is it the truth? Don't get mad when it's the truth being said.
Yeah. Now, been dropping balls. That's the truth.
If that's the truth, you can't get mad about. And that's why I will always tell anybody, you can't get mad when somebody
can't get mad about the truth.
Unless they go outside. If they go outside, that's when
people have been going outside. They've been taking liberties with the young fella.
Right.
But they ain't been lying about the drops.
And my brother DG, he said the drop. He talked about the drop, and I'm like, hey. It's the truth. He talks about the drop, and I think that's the biggest thing. If he telling the truth about the drops, it's the truth about the drops. Don't get mad about it.
Well, the DG threw some.
See, I ain't going on. I'm just talking about the drops.
Sprinkle. You know how DG do that. He sprinkled some extra stuff on.
But then we do. I will say this though. I talk about this though. When did the drop start happening? And that's what I say. And I say this, and I normally don't talk about this stuff at all because I don't really want to get into the politics of things or anything like that. But like, this is the truth that I seen, my truth. And Samaj, I thought for sure, got knocked out in the Oklahoma game, and since then I don't know what happened since then. So I think that kid had a concussion. Oklahoma game. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but
I don't know.
But that situation, when I seen that kid fall on his face without bracing himself, that scared me. And he went back in that game. That scared me. And that's me being a human being, me being a ball player. That scared me. I didn't think he should have went back in that game. So you guys take that with a grain of salt or whatever you want to take it with. But that's when I seen that, I said, this guy is a warrior. He's a competitor. He wear that wing helmet. He's a Michigan man. And when he went back in, I took my hats off to him because I didn't think he's supposed to be back in that game.
All right. Yeah. That's if that's the case, then you need to be finding a better doctor on the sideline.
And I don't want to.
If that's the case.
But that was just my like I rarely talk about things like that. But when I look back on it, I was like, man, after that.
So
yeah.
At any rate, let's go ahead and get back to it. Next one comes from and it's let's go back. This is a follow-up. How do you get Bryce to settle down? So Woke is back. He said, how do you get Bryce to settle early, but also show progress in putting touch on throws? He needs to develop passing touch quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I think that's something that he gotta work on, and that's being a young quarterback. And because I think if once he start handling that a certain way, start throwing the ball a certain way, I think that'll be big for him. I mean, just throwing the ball a certain way, and like some balls, I think he need the Russell Wilson. Let the guys run underneath it. Sometimes the great arm that he got, he could zip it in there. Like, and I love seeing that throw. I love seeing it because I appreciate it. And his arm talent is special. It is very special. So, it's just those are the things that you will have to work with him being a young quarterback, and those are growing pains.
You know what? It's interesting talking about how do you get him rhythm early. We've been talking about this. We talked about it early in the season. You said, what's his go-to plays?
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about RPOs. We've been talking about this same topic, seemed like the whole season, right? Now I've come to, man, one thing that is very clear is teams who can get to him early, who can get in his face early.
Yeah, get him off his point.
That can bother him. So I'm almost to the point like, man, can you give him can you either give him a couple, layups, a couple quick throws?
You got
quick throws
quick
early,
games,
or some, if you want to give him a shot early, make sure it's like a max protect, like something where he's going to be protected.
Right.
The best possible scenario where he's going to get the ball out, where he's not going to catch some heat.
Right.
Yeah, there are no guarantees, but that is the thing that seems to be a common thread to me is teams who can get in his face early. That is something that kind of throws him off for the rest of the game.
You know what I noticed? That the quick game for him right now is RPOs instead of the quick game just being a regular quick game.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something that they should probably start putting in for him, because now once you get the quick game, the ball is out early, the ball is quick, is out to your guy quick, and I think that's the biggest thing. He's knowing where to go with the ball. His pre-snap read is probably his read most of the time on the quick game, or because if a defense is trying to play with him and do different things, these are things that's going to help him against Ohio State, because Ohio State going to do a lot of things with their guys and try to move around, move their safeties around, do a lot of stuff with Caleb Downs. So you got to be ready for him, and being able to get the ball out early is going to be special for him, because now the safeties can't play games with him. So he got to understand. Like, I think that's one thing I think they need to establish right now in his bye week, understanding like having a quick game. Things that he's okay with getting the ball out quick with him, and he's okay with progressing. I want them to at least have 5 quick game plays that he can call. If it's double slants, if it's stick routes, if it's arrow, if it's a flat route with a slant, behind it, or it's a snag where it's a sit route with a swing route and a corner route. Like, if you start doing things like that, for him to be able to see it takes easy for him to just read one side of the field and make a throw, or it's one side of the field and you run. I think that's the biggest thing for him, is just being able to make a quick decision. I think those are the things that I want to start seeing in this offense for him to help his progression as a quarterback, is putting that quick game in for him to be able to have a plan as soon as he snapped the ball.
Yeah, I noticed that with RPOs too. That's why, they were doing 16, 17 a game. Interesting thing in this game, only 7 RPOs.
Yeah, and I think that was good. It was good. He hit what, 3 or 4 of them this game, and I that's what I loved about it. But now I think they got to establish some type of quick game for him to get the ball out of his hands and make a quick decision where he either throwing the ball or he's like, okay, I got to take it down because the first 2 or 3 reads is done. The first 2 reads is done, and I just take off because it's a quick read. On a quick game, you're not going 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, and then I got to go. So I think that's the big thing for him, being able to have that in his system.
Yeah, they've been doing that's been a big part of the game plan for some weeks. Last week against Michigan, or a couple weeks ago against Michigan State, was the first time where I saw RPOs not be something that he executed at a great level.
Yes.
So typically that's been something that he's done well.
But if we didn't take the RPO out the game and just do quick game, I want to just see just a straight quick game. I'm getting the ball out of his hands quick.
I got you.
Like, that's what I want to see, because I think that'll help him get things done quicker.
I got you. So yeah, Woke was back, and Wokey was back, and he said, "How can Chip help him settle in? What did you like?" And so that kind of answers that question. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you there. Go to another super chatter. Mission Forward 3 says, Lace, how much would Bryce benefit from a dedicated quarterback coach on the sidelines?
It's funny because, I had, it's weird to say, but Roy Manning was a linebacker coach, played linebacker in the league, and played linebacker at Michigan. And he would be our quarterback coach on the sideline. And he would help us. He would help me out. Be like, hey, man, this is what I seen. You should do this. You should do that. And he did a great job of keeping me settled. We had another young guy. I can't think his name, and he's probably going to get mad at me right now. It's another young guy who was as a quarterback coach under Borges. I got to text Borges about the guy name. He's a quarterback coach now. I think he's offensive coordinator now. But he would be able to tell me, hey, this is where you should go with the ball. This is what they're giving you. And funny thing, you say that because I watched.
They got a guy like that. They got a guy like that on the sideline.
Yeah. But when you have a guy that help you out, like obviously I see Jaden Davis on the sideline, watching him talk to Bryce and telling him what he's seeing. It's cool to see like Jaden Davis having no ill will towards him and helping him out through his progression. And that's
they got so a guy like you were talking about. Like a quarterback coach assistant. They got Josh Synagoga.
Josh. And I'm pretty sure he's doing that. So I think he's benefited. I think Josh do a good job. I've been around Josh, so I know Josh do a good job of telling him that. I think now it's about being able to say, hey, settle your feet, get your feet right, being consistent with your timing on your feet, having the correct drop back, being consistent with your drop back. I think that's the biggest thing that I have seen with him. It's him having to be consistent with his feet.
Yeah, I think what they're getting at, because somebody else asked this question, do you think he would benefit from having Chip on the sideline?
I mean, you want your OC to be able to see the whole field. I think OCs need to see the whole field. So I think they need to be in the box to see the whole field. It's good to sometimes see your guy's eyes, because now you see if he got that look in his eyes that he gonna take over the game. Or he got this look like I'm concerned. It's good to see that, but I think Josh do a good job of handling it.
So then the next question is, somebody else asked, do you think they should hire a different a quarterback coach separate from an OC? That's what somebody else asked in the chat.
See, man, you start diving into too much stuff, man. Because then you don't want. First of all, you don't want too many people talking in his ear. Mm-hmm. You got 2 ears, so now you can be listening to 2 different people tell you 2 different things. You really want one guy telling him what to do and how to do it. Because if you have too many people, then it becomes like I'm listening to 2 different opinions and 2 many different things going in my head. So you want to just be one guy in his ear telling him what to do. I think Chip is doing a great job of, if you watch him, his eyes was in the right place all game.
Yeah,
it's a positive.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it, Lace. Because again, looking at like most non-quarterbacks, looking at the result. Mm-hmm. You looking at the process.
I'm looking at the process. He processes the plays. His eyes are in the right place. It's about now just making the throws that we know he can make. We know he can make those throws. Nobody, even watch. I never listen to the commentators at all. But if I was a commentator, I'm like, these are those that I seen. If I watch film on them, I know he make those throws. So I'm not down on it. It's like, all right, let's go make those throws now. Like if I'm his coach, I'm like, let's go make these throws. Like we gonna watch it. We're gonna go over these. Hey, we're gonna clean up your feet on this play. We're gonna clean up on your feet on this. We're gonna get your time on this right. We're gonna, hey, don't baby this. Let's hey, you go be Bryce. You go be Bryce Underwood. You go be 1-9, okay? Go be that guy. Like that's what you. I'm encouraging him this week. Like, hey, your eyes are in the perfect place.
Yeah, that was my point in the post game. Like, he's the same dude.
Yeah,
he's the same guy that everybody was like, "Oh my God,
yeah, we got him.
We got him."
Yes,
he's had some bad games.
Right.
He's the same dude.
Right.
Yes, he's clearly struggling. Clearly, Superman ran into some kryptonite.
Right.
Right. Got to take the kryptonite away.
Right.
Got to figure out how to get the kryptonite off his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd be back to being Superman.
And that's the thing. Like, he had a game, but what I seen was he was on point. He was on point with the ball. When I say he was on point with the ball, he was on point. It's just now he got to make the throws, make the right throws, and make it easier for like, do the throws, make your throws. We know you got it. We know you got it. We know you can make these throws. Go make those throws, bro. Go be great. Because that's what you came here to be great, and we know you got it in you. Make those throws, man. You doing, like, I thought like it was gonna take longer for him to get his progressions and be able to have his eyes in the right place all the time. This game, it was in the right place, and I was impressed because either Chip was telling him to go to the right place, or he actually is growing and his eyes was in the right place where he's supposed to be at. And I when I seen it, I was like, I am enjoying him putting his eyes in the right place. Now, was I mad about? Was I like, dang? He got to make that throw. Yeah, I was like, dang.
Yeah,
like
man.
any player, any coach, anybody that ever watched Michigan football, you like, all right, he got to make those throws. Like, yeah, you gonna say that, but like, what I seen, I was like, he's a freshman. His eyes are in the right place. Ooh, I'm excited about it.
Because that is different than the last game.
Right.
That is different. That is because his eyes weren't in the right place.
And so when you see that, I
mean, to your point, I mean, there were RPOs where it's like he wasn't even looking.
He wasn't looking at
There's the Klein touchdown. He wasn't even looking.
Right.
This game is like, okay.
They in the right place.
He knew where to go.
Yes, he knew where to go with the ball. And it was just about being on rhythm, being on time, trusting the throws. Now it's let's go make those throws that you know you're gonna make. Like if I'm Chip, I am praising. Like, hey, we got you in the right place now. Let's go make these throws that you normally make. Come on. You got this. Let's go be that guy.
Yeah. All right. So back to it. Another super chatter. John Diamo says, what to work on most with Bryce's fastballs? I think he kind of touched on it with his feet, but he zips them hard, even in short yardage sometimes. What drills can they run to help?
There's no drills. Just take some off of it, brother. Just take some off of it. And I think the biggest thing is his receivers got to get used to catching those passes. Like that's repetition of how he throw the ball. Once they get used to him throwing the ball, used to seeing that spin, you got to think about it. Last year, they didn't have that type of arm talent on the team. Like not to knock anybody that was on that team last year, but that's a different type of arm right there, man. That's an NFL arm. That's an elite arm that when you watch it come off tape, or watch a film of him, that ball come off. You can see it on tape. Like I'm not even being on the field with him. I'm sitting on tape. When you can see a ball come off somebody's arm like that off his hands, that is a different type of arm talent. And so now you just got to understand to teach him how to use that arm and be the weapon that we know he is.
My man, Ant. Is Ant still in Florida, Ira? Ant coming through with the super chat.
He's still in Orlando.
Yeah, Anthony in Orlando coming through with the super chats. Appreciate you, Ant, as always. Still down there playing chess, I hope. Mark and Flint coming through with the super chat. Keep up the great work. Both of you, my guys. Mark Allen from Flint. Appreciate you. Flint Sound, always love you. Showing love. Jester's Jinx with the $5 super chat says, Denard, what are the key factors of the regression? Is he's calling it with Bryce. We all see he has pass protection. He has had some pass protection of late. He shouldn't be skittish. He connected with these guys earlier. Why the regression he's
I don't
seen?
think it's regression, man. Like it's just you had a bad game. He just had he had a bad throwing game. He missed a couple throws. He missed a couple throws. It wasn't bad. Like, I don't think he had a bad game. I just think he missed a couple throws. Like, that's what happens sometimes in games. You have an off game. Sometimes some players drop balls. Some people have running backs miss holes. Like, it happens in football. And that's why you have to play the game. And so we know he made the throws. Hey, let's go make those throws. We seen you make these throws. We seen you do it all season. Like, ain't nothing changed.
I think what you've seen is his confidence be shaken a little bit when you have a bad game. I think he's human.
Right. That's what it is.
He's human. I mean, but I think, I think he's also immensely talented. And I think he probably, his confidence is more elastic than most because he is really, really talented.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I think he'll snap back a lot quicker.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, we'll see. After the bye week, you get a chance to have a breather. You get a chance to get the extra work in, right? You maybe get some guys back and healed up. I think all that helps with sort of recalibrating. And then you said you get a chance to show him, and this is a great point, show him what he did well, show him what he did right.
Right.
Focus on what he did wrong, not that you don't ignore that,
no.
But show him what he did right. I think that helps.
I think for sure, because nobody in Schembecker Hall is thinking, hey, he can't make those throws. Like, everybody in Schembecker Hall is like, and everybody that's a Michigan fan should know, like, he can make those throws in his sleep. And so when it happens that you missed a couple throws, man, I'm not gonna be down on you. I'm not finna be like, oh, he can't make those throws. What is he doing? No, his eyes are in the right place. He went to the right player at the right time, and that's what I seen, and that's what I stick to, and that's what I've been like. Okay, this is him, not regression, progressing. He's going in the right direction. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. He's going in the right direction. And the more and more we see him going to the right receiver, the more and more you starting to see that he's starting to understand defense and start understand the offense. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. It started to seem like he's seeing the defense and starting to understand. But now it's about him being able to get his feet in the right direction and the rhythm of his feet and being able to make the right plays at the right time.
So Barry L2044 says, love you, Denard. Question, do you feel Bryce is throwing too much off his back foot and throwing sidearm? Concerned we're 9 games in. However, I still believe he's 18, has great poise. Your opinion?
Oh, I actually love seeing him throw the ball in different arm
slots.
Arms. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the stuff that you see. Like, you can't coach that. You can't coach watching that. You can't coach that. Like, and those are the things that I'm like, ooh, he could do that. So now I could put him in certain positions or certain places that I know he could do certain different things. Like, if you watch Lamar always have different arm angles. You see Aaron Rodgers, they do different arm angles. You watch Patrick Mahomes, you watch Josh Allen. Most of those guys that I just named all throw off their back feet sometimes, and they all put their arm angles. They throw the ball at different arm angles because guess what? They have the arm talent to do it. And, like, you enjoy seeing it. Like, watching Aaron Rodgers make those type of throws. Watching Brett Favre make those throws growing up. Like, you see guys do those things, and you're like, wow, that is unique, and that's a talent that not everybody could do that. And I would say it's a blessing that he can make those throws from those type of angles and off his backfield because he had that power in his arm.
Let's get back to it. Next one comes from, let's see. This is a great observation. Michael Dunn says, the struggle makes you grow. He's growing up right in front of our eyes. I love Bryce still.
And that's the uncomfortable situations and things like this. That's how you grow. Like, you're never going to grow if you're in the same situations. You're in the same things are happening. You're not going to grow from that. You grow when uncomfortability. And, like, now he's growing. You see that he's going to the right receivers. You're seeing that he's making the right decisions. Now it's about him growing about his feet work. You see, and it's crazy because it looked like he had better pocket presence this week. It seemed like he was moving in the pocket better. But now I'm just thinking about the timing of his being in rhythm with his feet. That's the biggest thing for me.
All right. Next one comes from J Dubs. He said, I think he could have run on that first INT. He definitely could have run.
But that's the things that, like, that's the growing pains. That's the growing pains of the young quarterback, of understanding when to take off, when not to take off, when is the right time to tuck the ball, when is the right time to throw the ball away. You know, so those are things that you gotta start realizing. Okay, I don't need to take this. I can throw the ball away. I can do this. Or I can run the ball and get a first down. So, me and Sam talked about that earlier, like being able to go tuck the ball and go get the first down. When and where to do that at, and what time should you do it?
No doubt. Another super chat from Justice Jinx, man. Okay, supporting cast, that is the issue and experience. Thanks to Denard and Sam for keeping us sane. Feels like we are 1 week off from being in sync, it sounds like. It feels like we are basically saying feels like we're close.
Yes, we're really close. We're really close to being in sync. I think just look how many plays that we like think about how many plays that we should have scored on. That game should have been at least 21 points different, you know. But Purdue did a good job, and we got to take our hats off to them. They did a good job of holding them, forcing the fumble, forcing the INT. They did a good job. Like, you gotta think, man, playing at Michigan, you're gonna get everybody best, because guess what? In order for you to say, in order for you to be the best, people gonna want to beat you.
Yeah.
And you're the most winningest program in college football. So when people see you on their schedule, you're being circled. They want to beat you, and they're gonna come in and give you their best. People, it's crazy how like other people would not get the same. Like I used to always think like, yeah, this team just lost to them. And I'm like, man, we finna beat the crap out of them. And you get out there and you're like, man, they didn't play this hard against so and so, because we watched the film. I watched film all year. Oh, he didn't play like this all season, but this game, when they see that the wing helmet, yeah, it's a little circle on that calendar.
Well, in this game, I mean, if you just look at the missed opportunities, I mean, we can talk about the differences between where they are and where we want them to be as far as talent on the offensive line and talent at the skill positions. There is a gap. You know, you want them to have, you know, elite across the board on the offensive line, and elite across the board at the skill spots. But dude, I mean, that play 5 was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Play, what play was it? 22?
Yep.
Play 22. Play 5 was a switch verticals. That was a touchdown.
That was a touchdown. Yep.
Play 22 was the play action flood. That was a touchdown.
I mean, he had it. And that's 14 points right there.
That's 14 points right there. You had 2 turnovers in the red zone. We'll take the first one, the interception, off the board because they went ahead and scored. Well, I guess you can't take it off the board.
No, because that's 21.
Yeah, because they got to stop. And who's to say they wouldn't have scored again after getting the stop, right? It would have got another touch. So they got 2 red zone interception or 2 red zone turnovers.
Like that's 14 points.
That's 14 points right there.
Yes.
And then you had the post wheel that was thrown behind Klein. That might have scored.
Been a touchdown. Yeah.
That could have been a touchdown. Yeah. I mean, just the missed opportunities alone in this game. Forget what they don't have.
Right.
What they did have should have worked in this game.
At least I would say at least 21 points should have been scored. At least 21 points. And it was left on the field. And that's what happened. Like with a young team, and I'm watching this team. And so here's the funny thing about it is this is a young team all around. Like you might have a couple of veterans on the D line, and shout out to Derek Moore, man. You are showing up. I need to say something to him. I mean, my Baltimore guy, man. He is the dude, man. You are showing up, man. you are bringing in the blue collar. You're doing everything you need to be, and we appreciate you as a captain. We appreciate you as a rush in. You are doing it. You playing the run game well. You rushing the edge well, man. Continue to do that, man. I had to give you a shout out, man, because you played well. You played lights out. Shout out to Ernest. Ernest played well too. Like, these guys are showing up, man, and in the right timing. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah. Lace, this was no, it's tough to talk about things that didn't work, but it was at least a win.
Oh yeah.
So that feels better than the alternative.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure.
So there's always that perspective, right?
Uh-huh.
We hope that we gave you guys something that could, explain why things went the way they went, and hopefully put you in a better headspace heading into the bye. And hopefully this team comes off the bye better against Northwestern. And they better be better, because Northwestern is a much better team, in my opinion, than Purdue, and it's going to be on the road down at Wrigley.
And I tell people, hey, Northwestern Northwestern and Maryland are the teams that scare me a little bit, because you thinking like these guys are not, but these guys are playing ball, man. Maryland probably took a little slide back this last week, but like Indiana's rolling. Indiana's rolling. But watching Northwestern, I was like, hey, this is a team that we need to be concerned about a little bit. They got some stuff they sneak up on teams, So I think we got to go in there prepared. And I'm glad we got a bye week, because now you got 2 weeks to prepare for them and be ready to have answers for all the things they could possibly throw at you. So lick your wounds, get back healthy, guys. Let's get ourselves ready to attack this game and let's go put up some points. I want to see this offense put up a lot of points.
Yeah.
And it's November. Let's light up the scoreboard a little bit this week.
I have no doubt. Hey man, the young fella's gonna work. And while he's getting his thing together, while the passing game is getting its thing together, man, it's a luxury, and we can close on this. Man, they were able to lean on Jordan Marshall in the running game. Man,
I tell people all the time, man, watching this kid, dude, Jordan Marshall, you are a bad man, because the first man do not bring him down, and if they do, he's falling forward and getting extra yards. I love watching it. And for this to be a young team, and he's a young guy that's just running that ball like that, how he running it, man, I'm loving the way he put the team on his back. Like, hey, come on, let's go, I got you. Like, watching him against Alabama last year, that's what he got. He has that in him, and so it's cool to see him progressing and doing what he's doing, and continue to be what he is. And that play action off of him running the ball like that is gonna be Bryce's best friend. And to watch JJ learn that Blake and Donovan was his best friend with the play action, it's cool to see that Bryce gonna have the same thing with Jordan Marshall.
Absolutely.
And that's good. Well, I need to ask you this question, man. How do you think JJ played yesterday? Yeah, I got you. Don't try to run from that now.
Hey, man.
I know it was kind of bittersweet yesterday for you.
Iris laughing at me.
I know it was bittersweet for you yesterday, because I was watching. I said, this
it was terrible.
This something I got to ask Sam about, because I don't know how he feel about it.
Nobody from the McCarthy family called me yesterday. I didn't hear a word. I didn't hear a word before or after the game. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, it
was terrible. Hey, so my man said, Cedric Small, he texted me yesterday. It was funny. He was the only somebody who messaged me about the game yesterday. And he said, he said, I know you're conflicted today, brother. I'm sending you hugs.
I wanted to say that to you, but I said, I got to do this on air. I got to ask you this on air. I didn't want you to have a heads up. I wanted you to have your response ready on air, baby.
Terrible.
I wanted you to hear.
It's so bad, man. He did
you
what
predicted it, Sam. It's exactly what you said.
Exactly what I said would happen. Like, I just know, I know what he's going to do. I know what he's going to be. I know what he is. He's going to be a bigger problem to the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Than Micah Parsons will be. I just mark my words.
Really?
Yes. Over the duration of his career,
yeah,
he will be the bigger problem.
Yeah, he's so calm with it, man. And I at first I was like, oh, we gotta make sure, but he handled himself so well, man. Throwing the ball, going through his progressions, running the ball. I was like, man, he knew what to do with it. And I was like, man, he ran for that touchdown. I was like, oh, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. And watching him, he has the element that I thought Sam Darnold didn't have. But then I watched Sam Darnold light up Washington last night, and I'm like, whoa, this is good. But JJ is showing that he can still be undefeated.
Hey man, and Jim said, man, if I get you a JJ jersey, would you wear? I said, man, hell, I wouldn't be able to show my face. I wouldn't be able to show my face anywhere.
Oh my God!
I was like, I obviously, I will take the jersey. I will hang it in my house. I will never wear it. I never wear it.
Come on, man.
Never wear it. I can't. I will show my face. I can't show my face nowhere.
I mean, it's JJ, man.
I cannot wear it.
Mr. Smile himself,
I
man.
cannot wear it.
Mr. Smiley himself. And then Coach Loveland having a game yesterday. It was great to see the Michigan guys show up.
Love the dude. Cannot wear it. I gotta rep my team,
so
man.
Talking about like if Coach didn't have one of those plays that he had against Cincinnati against Detroit.
Hell no. Hell no. No, man.
Oh man, so it be. I'm the same way. I'll be hating to see like guys do, because I'm a Jaguar fan now, so I'm through Jags, and I watch them. I root for them all the time, and so when I see a Michigan guy do good against us, I'll be like, oh man, I don't like seeing that at all. But it was funny to see JJ have 2 touchdowns, one touchdown rushing. So
I couldn't even watch the last. I knew he was gonna get the conversion. I couldn't even watch it. Didn't even see it.
The poise to make that throw.
We got to get out of here, y'all. We got to get out of here. We appreciate y'all watching the Monday Morning Quarterback. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. All right?